Here's Ray in Maryland. Hi, Ray.
Hey, Eddie. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Yeah, man.
Great interview yesterday, by the way, with Lenny Kravitz, and it showed what a pro you are. That interview was on the fly, and you didn't know about it until an hour before your show, and it sounded just a natural conversation. You hit on all the points on the origins of the song, and it was fucking fantastic, man.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And you are right. I did not know about it till an hour before we did it. But I just
great job,
the
Eddie.
fact that it could come down, and I was able to text Lenny, and he responded and did it is great. So I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'd like to personally thank and congratulate you on your 40th year in radio. Incredible, Eddie. Thank you.
Thanks, Ray.
I got a couple of points to make about the Howard Stern Kiss thing. I won't bring up much of the interview. There was too much to bring up there. I was just head scratching. But the performance, the first song they did was Detroit Rock City. It opened up with a really robotic stick count from Eric, and they went into it. Of course, Paul sounded miraculously amazing, and I've seen it on video. I watched the full thing after I listened to it. And Paul's throwing picks, singing effortlessly, blah, blah, blah. Second song, Shouted Out Loud. Another 4 count, sounded very robotic. Of course, it sounded fine. Now, the mess up in Rock and Roll All Night, the first time they do it, Paul goes, there was no 4 count and nothing. Paul just goes, rock and roll all night, party every day. And Eric went right into the drum beat. I almost think that was purposely placed. I don't know how they would catch back up on a track. When they redid it, and of course they stressed, Howard barely got a chance to speak. Paul's like, we're going to do it again, Howard. We're going to do it again. We do make mistakes. And Gene's like, oh, yeah, it's real. This is real. We make mistakes. And the next time they did it, they opened it up with that robotic 4 count on the drumsticks and then go into the drum beat. Now, who opens with a 4 count on a drum beat? The drum beat is the intro to the song. It just seemed like there was so much bullshit going on there. I was watching it like you watch a Giants game. I was almost pacing. I was losing my mind, Eddie. There was so much trickery going on, and no one's pointed out that mishap, I think, was placed just to show we're playing live. We mess up. Even though I know it sounds like a conspiracy. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but that's what I got out of it. And I watched it.
I never thought of that, Ray. That's a really interesting point, that it was by design to show that they're truly playing live. I mean, and look, the thing about that is that's a song that Gene sings lead vocal on, and Gene is singing, obviously. So I never ever thought of that. But what I did say on the air yesterday is I don't know how, of all and this would play into your theory, Ray. Right. And thank you for the call. Sorry to cut you. I got to move on. But this would play into Ray's theory of his conspiracy, because what I said yesterday, until Ray just brought this up, which I never even thought of, is how do you mess up Rock and Roll All Night? So that would support Ray's theory, because how on earth do you mess up a song that you have been playing for 50 years at every show you've ever played, including the one you played last week? Sure, mistakes happen for everybody. I get it. But that is, now that Ray's saying that, and now that I'm just thinking, because a few days ago when I talked about that, I said, it seemed like, the other thing about it too that's interesting, playing down Ray's conspiracy angle, is that on the replays, they left it in. So a lot of times, if you blatantly mess up a song and you do it again, you cut the mess up out. But the mess up's there to almost say, look, we mess up. Ray could be onto something. And that would be the song that was done live because it's Gene's vocal. But is it crazy? Absolutely not. I mean, the bigger question is first of all, if you heard it, Howard didn't even realize it was messed up because again, Howard isn't even a Kiss fan. I was listening to some Kiss podcasts earlier, Shout It Out Loudcast I listened to, and Three Sides of the Coin podcast I listen to when it comes to Kiss stuff. And I enjoy both of them. And some of their hosts were saying like a couple things like, which I brought up too, really strange. Like Howard has absolutely taken shots at Kiss in the past and is not the biggest Kiss fan, but they still went to him. Very strange how anticlimactic they were about announcing the final two shows. Like they just blurted it out like it was nothing. So that was a bit odd. And then this whole thing about messing up that song. I mean, how do you like, I don't, like, I could see if they went up there and they played The Oath or I've Had Enough or something that they haven't played in 40 years. But it's literally a song you've never not played in 50 years at every show. That is Ray. I'm Ray, you're not crazy. I don't know, but it's a really interesting thing. Because it was like, yeah, we messed up. No, we want to do it again. Yeah, we really played a lot. Man, talk about damage control.